Thanks everybody for coming. We're moving into one conversation to yes with Jackie Wu. I am so delighted to introduce this lady. We've been on the board of directors for National Speakers Association for a long time. And we gave her one of the most important positions in organizing all the programming, which drove our membership, I think, from about 38 when maybe you joined the board to maybe about 150 people now. And it's still growing. That's testament of Jackie Wu's grit and oomph. So I'm super excited for her to talk to you. Just a little bit about her background. Again, she's on the board of directors and programs chair for our association, NSA Northwest. And then also, she's Silicon Valley Chamber ambassador. And then also, on top of that, 2026 Super Bowl and FIFA World Cup Games Committee member. So, making Silicon Valley great again, I think? Yeah, something like that. And so Jackie is known for delivering captivating results-driven keynotes, and we've actually even invited her to speak to our chapter and other speaking chapters because she knows how to get out and make it happen. So I'm excited for her to translate some of that grit and enthusiasm to you. Please join me in welcoming Jackie Wu.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bruce. He is actually one of my favorites, president of all time for the National Speaker Association Northwest right here locally. So I am honored, Bruce, so much learn from you and I appreciate it. Okay, so in our conversation today, it's gonna move very, very fast. It's supposed to be a 2-day, 8-hour back-to-back workshop training on how to close deal on the spot. And today, because we have just 45 minutes, what I'm about to introduce to you is the basic, right? But just like anything else, in order for us to ride an electronic bicycle, we have to know how to ride a bicycle first. So today, it is the way that you learn the bicycle riding super fast. And because it may engage some of the exercise in order to do, and we don't have much time, I would appreciate very much if we can have 2 attendants sit in this chair right here so we don't have to move so much in order to do exercise. Can I please have 2 attendants come to sit in the front? I promise I won't bite. I'm a very gentle person. Yeah, and one more, please. 1 or 2 more. Yeah, thank you, ma'am. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. That would help us to expedite it, and we can learn all the best way. Okay, and then so that we can have a good understanding on how the flow is. What I would prefer and appreciate is in our conversation today, I'm going to share with you the framework that has worked for me very, very well. And then during that time, if you have any question, please hold on to your question. I will have at the end the section that answer all the question. And a lot of time when we go through the framework, then your question will be answered. And you say, that is the step on that one. Okay? And then so that I know is how we do it here. Is anyone like first time into the WES, first timer in here? Good. Okay, all right. Just like me, I am the first timer for the speaker in here. I am a speaker from Google. I also speak with the Silicon Valley Chamber of Commerce. And my speech I'm giving today also been very well accepted by the National Speaker Association Northwest, one of the few. Okay, and because I so appreciate your time and effort, and I'm super, super excited with you, I hope you don't mind I take my very first group picture with you at a memento. They say you can never make the first time impression again. Here you go.
real one.
We all good in here. All right, this particular presentation. Oh, good to see you again. I'm so glad. She's one of my favorite. Last time from the MPI, Washington, and then Oregon. Thank you so much for coming. You're welcome. So this particular speech I actually designed for the event, sponsorship, venue, hospitality, and supply professional. Many of the elements in here will be up to date with your actual current environment. And then if any time later on you have question, feel free to come back, talk to me afterward. I'll stay over here a little bit afterward for you to hear. Okay? Alrighty. And so tell me, raise your hand. If you ever been through this situation, someone asked for you to ask for proposal, everything said work very well. They are very optimistic. They tell you the detail. They tell you everything. You spend an hour with your team to keep it. And only when you send the proposal, you never heard back from them. It's crickets. If you ever went to, raise your hand. Good, good. Then I am in the right audience. Because today, for this framework, we are going to eradicate it. Because I think for me, in the world of sales, we are, in a sense, sales professional, right? We are revenue-generated professional, in a sense, in sales. In the world of sales, time is everything, right? We have quota over our head. We need to hit the quota in certain time. And therefore, be able to maximum the time for the max revenue is critical. Right? And because of that, what I do is I would like you to recognize. First off, I really want you heads off for the work that you do. Because when you actually help with the prospect, what you sell is not regular sale. You actually sell them the experience that help the event go better. You sell with them the trust, the timing, the calm under pressure. Because when the situation comes, they can be just like a chicken without the head running around if you're not there. And sometimes during the time we negotiate, if we don't tell them, they take it for granted. And they go down to the point of price point. We don't let that happen. And because of that, I really would like to share with you the framework because I know if the deal gets stalled, then the decision will drip with no clear owner. We don't know who's the decision maker. We're just running around forever. And then if we ask, they don't give it an answer. Or the buyer will shop your proposal with another competitor. That's never good. You want to be the last one on that ring. When you get in, your proposal is the final, they dot and go. And that's how we're going to learn today on that. And also, the price pressure starts far too early. A lot of time when we send out the proposal, not even go into the mid. At the beginning, they already say, oh, we need something like lower the price, whatever the budget. We're going to eradicate it today in this framework. And also, as you know, if that we don't get things running smoothly, your team will waste a lot of time on the wrong lead. Right? And for today, don't worry about techno. I will share with you everything detailed in this PowerPoint. Right? And you will have it. It will lead out the detail of the step that you can do in the framework. So be here with me. Enjoy the journey. It's going to be fun. And sales should be fun. Okay? Alrighty. So here, what we are going to learn today. We are going to learn today just the simple 3 steps, right? The first step we are going to learn today is the step of how are we going to build the trust with the right question. Minimum question, we don't interrogate people with question. We ask simplified question to the point, and that's how we are going to get it move fast. The next one is the confidence. How are we going to give the buyer the reason to buy now? Not that we give them the information so they can come out there shopping with our competitor. That's the point. And the last one we want is the natural is the close sales should be natural. I, for once, don't believe in the concept of pressure people for close sale. Because I was told I close the sale, my potential client don't even know it. They sign the contract, they don't even know it until the deliverer come back and they're very happy. That's what we want. Because I think close sale is like a dear friend. We haven't seen dear friend for a long time, right? They have something they need and we can offer that need. And that's how the two match. It's like that's how business should be done. And that's how that I'm going to share with you what are the amount that I actually get done in that particular path. Okay, on that. And now we are going to the next part. A little bit about me, right? You will say, Jackie, what qualifies you to actually talk about this topic, right? I share with you this one not to really say so much thing about me, but I come from the point of the self-professional. I understand the pain, the worry, the cannot sleep so many nights, and to have the quota over my head. Yearly quota, quarterly quota, monthly quota. The company I work with, the Fortune 500, we have weekly quota. And myself, I have hourly quota and every 15 minutes quota. So I understand how far it goes. And then just a little bit that you know why that I'm so passionate about it. I wish I know this framework that I'm about to share with you sooner. Because if I have the opportunity, somebody teach me, coach me, and mentor me, I would not suffer more than 10, 15 years for trial error and also to have to reinvent the wheel. What I share with you take me 20 years to build this particular framework. When I build it, everything runs so smooth, more than I can ever dream of. And so when I talk with you here, I remember when I first come to this country about 30 some years ago, I barely spoke English. No network, no money. So I with my family just escape from the war zone of Vietnam, of the communists. We're lucky to survive and not being killed in the process. And we have a dream that come to this country, so we be able to quickly build a life. And we thought it just take maybe 2-3 years we be able to get it done. Whoever know that in my 10 years anniversary, when my family get together with my cousin to share our accomplishment, I was still in a low pay minimum job. Did not speak English very well. The job is the customer service. I pick up the call and I answer the question because I did not understand English very well. And I did not understand what they say very well. They scream at me, they yell at me all the time. I still remember people can be so cruel. People can be so impatient. But I told myself, be able to communicate is a learning skill. If other people can be successful, if I am smart, if I learn the right way, then I should be able to do it. Then perhaps maybe in the past 10 years, I tried to learn so much. I went to the library, I read the book. Maybe there is something I have done is not right. Maybe in that 10 years, perhaps I should learn from a mentor, from a coach, somebody already successful in what I do. They already failed many times. So by the time they share with me that blueprint, I don't have to go through it. And that's how I start networking, just like you. Go to different events. And from there, I get to connect with 3 of my mentors, and they have changed my life forever. My first mentor, he come from Lockheed Martin. To this day, Lockheed Martin is the best, one of the best defense company in the world. He teach me the value of know my goal. Don't try to climb the ladder so fast. By the time I'm on the top of the ladder, I look at the other side. That's not what I want. The same like you. Don't try to give the proposal, to give what you offer too fast. Because you need to know who is your enemy on the other side. You don't want to be the one that give them the proposal, for them only go to compare and bargain with the other person. That is a dear lesson to learn. That's the first thing. The second one, my second mentor, she come from Johnson & Johnson, financial analyst. She teach me the value of knowing my own value and don't sell myself short in your world. Meaning, you need to know what are your strengths that you offer. Why did they come to you? Are they the right match? If they not come to you for the right match, beware. You may be just one of the people submit the proposal for them to get someone else. And coming from me, I start my journey after this of the mentor helped me from someone did not speak English very well. I rise through Stanford University in human resources. And from there, I advanced to work with many of the Fortune 500 companies as a sales professional, and I was ranked the top 1% sales professional nationally. So what I share with you today is not the research online. It's come from my real experience. I want you to bypass all of the trial and error, bypass the slow step. So instead of 10 steps to get sales, you do 3 steps and you get it. That's what I do. And then why did I say so? Because I remember just a fun fact. When I was invited to join Tiffany and Louis Vuitton, you know Tiffany, the one with the blue box, right? As you know, Tiffany is a very well-known company. They have their sales process 10 steps, right? They have 7 different levels of sales, right? The one that for jewelry, a couple hundred, engagement several hundred, 100, and then like 100,000 they call high sale, and then over 100,000 they call high jewelry, right? When I come in there, I work with Tiffany. One of the things that I remind them is that I am not going to follow their sales process. I am myself. I am a deal closer. Meaning that whatever that I do, I don't follow people's regular step. I close the deal the shortest time, take it or leave it. I am not have to worry about the company hire me or not. They agree. And when I work in there, one of my very first sale, I closed their sale jewelry when one of my prospects come in the first time I met with him. He come in and he said, Jackie, I would like to have a ring, $160,000 for the engagement ring. And you can imagine, my store manager, my director of sales, my regional director, my national director of sales say, Jackie, don't blow it up. Okay, over 100,000 we consider high jewelry. It usually take at least 6 months to 3 years to find the right diamond, to find the right craftsmanship, to negotiate with them. And I told them, I say, you remember what I mentioned to you? Let me do my thing. If I cannot close this sale, then you have the right to tell me to follow your step. Remember? They say yes. And in that conversation, in 25 minutes, I literally closed the sale. Actually, I sold the sale for $500,000 of the yellow diamond. Tiffany did not have it. So we settled for a regular diamond for $228,000 in 30 minutes. Yeah. So the framework worked. And that's for what I share with you is really from my real and how it worked. And also before that, during the pandemic, one of my loved ones was very sick. So you remember that the time is the pandemic, right? It's a shelter in place. You either work from home, you cannot have. So I was advised by my mentor. My mentor said, Jackie, you may want to step away from your corporate world to be with your loved one. Because you can always come back to your corporate world to get job. Because you are deal closer and you proven if the loved one, specifically my mom, she into Alzheimer. And also because many of her childhood friends, 60-some, 70-year friends, they die because of the COVID. The bad thing is when they die, they did not allow them to have memorial service. The body just disappeared. And so many of her childhood friend body disappear. It's really caused her a lot of problem, and that expedite her Alzheimer. So my mentor said, Jackie, be with your mom because once she loses, she can never remember you, and there's nothing you can do in order to do it, to take her back. And that's how I step away from the corporate world and build my own company of one person. And people tell me, Jackie, do not build a company during the pandemic time. It's a very bad timing. On top of that, I have no money. I have not have anyone to help me. But I know that the formula I'm about to share with you, the quick sell close work. So I told myself, I say, what if I can find one person, just one person in the state of California? If that person approve my program, it will open the door for many for me. And that's what I did. I packed my bag from San Jose, Silicon Valley, drove all the way to Sacramento, meet with the still current treasurer state of California, Fiona Ma. Her office currently oversees over $3.5 trillion of California state funding. And I told myself, if I can convince her in one conversation, that means the formula actually work. Work in a big company, work in a Tiffany, it will work for any environment. So I have a conversation with Fiona. In 7 minutes, I gained her support and she approved for me to be the coach for the small business in the state of California. So I share with you for you to be certain what you learn from today not only applicable to real life. When you learn it, you see how easy, how fun sales should be. Don't go with the traditional sales conversion. It takes too long and it's not beneficial to you. Okay? And the other thing I also want to let you know that from that one person that helped me, my business had thrived so fast than I can ever imagine. And so here, we are into the framework, quick sale conversion. I call it FAQ. Why do I call it FAQ? Because it's very, very easy. Just like you go into any website, right? FAQ, frequent asked question. I want a formula so easy that if you go anywhere, you know it right away. It's an FAQ. So in F, the first is to find the right person to talk to. The Q is access their qualification. The F is for the quick sales close. So if you need to take a picture, that perhaps is the only picture that you need. I wait for you. Okay. Alrighty. So here, now we go deep into the FAQ formula. You say, find the right person. In order to find the right person that actually can help you to expedite the process, you need to know your own vision. I call it the VIP method, right? Within the F step, we call it the VIP method. The V is your vision. What do you want out of it, right? The vision is where do you want your business go? Your ideal client must share your same vision. The second is intention. What important to you right now, is it important to them? In the world of sales, there are always 3 types of budget. However, we slide it. The short-term budget, the mid-term budget, and the long-term budget. We call it revenue, to be precise, right? Short-term revenue, mid-term revenue, and long-term revenue. Every client that you meet with, every revenue is different. Long-term revenue client, you have time to ping-pong with them about whatever they want, whatever you want. The midterm, you have a little bit time. But if the short term, if you have to hit the revenue in 1 month, like me, in 1 week, in 1 day, in 15 minutes, we have no time to fooling around, right? So today, because of the short time, instead of 2 days for the workshop, we have a 45 minutes, I will focus on the short term only, all right? So we're going to focus on the short term, on how to close the quick sale fast. From there, you find out who is the best profile for you, for the client, right? If you are the one introvert, try to not find the client extrovert. They will drive you nuts, right? So find the one introvert. If you'd like to talk like a talk of the party, find someone talk like a talk of the party with you. So because I believe that if you and your potential client really have the same chemistry, you will can never imagine how fast it will go. So have a lot of fun on that one. And one of the example that I can give you is, for example, right, it is like an event planner. Event planner, a lot of time we receive, let's say you receive an inquiry from the prospect. They want everything fast. Literally, they want proposal, option, revision, multi-vendor comparison at a lower price. Like they want everything now, right? But the only thing that they make you feel urgent, it's actually to their advantage, not to your advantage. You need to slow them down. Okay? If you in the short-term revenue, you need to expedite it. And because of it, you need to know and ask them this. What does the success look like to them? Because just because they make it so busy, they kind of like smoking mirror. They don't tell you what the real thing in there. You may think that because of your company, maybe the fast turnaround is your strength. To them, they may not. To them, maybe their customer experience what they want. If you don't know what is their match, don't fall into their game. The second thing is you need to ask them what matter more to them. Is they want like a lowest price or the smoothest execution? They're different. It cannot be the lowest price with the best quality. Pick one, right? If they pick one, you know who you are dealing with, right? The next one is what would make this partnership feel like the right one? If they are all into very stingy, they're all about like a quarter and penny, and your service, because you have like superior service, is need the time, need the money, don't go there. Push them into the mid revenue or the long-term revenue. Don't have them into short-term revenue, spend all of your time and not be able to get it. And the next one, for example, if you do the sponsorship, right? The sponsorship sale. You can come into sponsorship. They're very cheerful. It seems to be that they want immediate package and comparing the tea. So instead of you sending over the PDF for them, right? Instead of that, don't send them what they want. Before you spend any time, your precious time on any proposal, any question, you need to have a real conversation with them in the step of the app, find out the right one, right? You need to find out what are they hoping the sponsorship will help them to achieve. Is that the lead generation for their sale? Is it that one for visibility in the market? Is it for the executive access or for sale conversation? Each one of them require different service. You need to know what they want because you don't want to fall into their smoking mirror. Yet you send all the proposal and somebody will win the bill on that one. The other thing is how will they actually measure the success? Okay, would they measure the success based on the lead that they generate? Or they measure the success because of the experience of the people in that? Or because their executive feel happy, then they happy. You need to know. You need to know what make them happy so you can just push on their red button and close the deal. The other one is also which audience matter most to them, right? Different audience have different need, have different strength. Don't just go into the proposal blind and give them something. You may give them something that have them as a strategy for them to negotiate with other people. And so that is the F step. The next step is access, right? The qualification I call NFL, right? Too easy. Is you need to access the need, the fund, and the leadership. What it means is when they ask you to do the proposal before the proposal or the time frame, whatever they ask, before they even get 1 minute of your time, ask them this. Need, what is the real problem? Is it right now that they need to solve? If you are in the short-term revenue and they need to solve the problem 3 years from now, it's not in the right match for you. They will drag forever on their end and you need the revenue. Let it go. Move it into the mid-revenue or long-term revenue. Give yourself space and time in order to close the deal faster. The next one is the funding. Do they already have the real fund? Or they only talk about it? If they don't have budget, don't go there. Right? If they come to you and they say, oh, we are thinking about the budget and let's see how it goes. Well, maybe your offer would be like 20,000 and they can only afford like 2,000. You need to know what is their fund first, right? That is very critical. If they don't give it to you, do not spend your precious time. They playing you. The other one is the leadership. It's just like, I've been doing so many times. I've been working so many proposals. And then so I can literally, that's what my VP of sales usually told me, right? He said, Jackie, you literally can sell ice to Eskimo and make tons of money from it. That's what it is. Just because Eskimo have ice doesn't mean that they won't buy from me. What if I can carve that ice into beautiful piece of art? What I can help them to use that ice to build a beautiful hotel for their client to make a lot of money, right? But if we just sell ice, there is no way they buy ice from me. but they will buy my experience, my idea to make their revenue. That's what you do. You don't sell just regular based on their price point. You sell the service to help them feel peace, to help them to bring in the revenue, to get their business grow. And what you sell is precious. So don't give it out too easily. Okay. The last one is the leadership. Are they the decision maker? Right? If they are not, don't talk to them. I know that in our world, right? In our the event sponsor hotel, they are not always one person to make the decision. But you need to know what is the decision path. Okay? Who is the user ultimately? Who is the one control the budget? Who is the one had to approve the proposal in order for it to get a yes? Who is the one actually control everything? For me, there are two ways of we do sales close. One we call it bottom up. One we call it top down. Bottom up is we work from the gatekeeper, the receptionist, then we walk to the next one, the next one, the next one. That's called bottom up, right? The other one we call top down, from the CEO down. The way that I see it, I always go from the top down. Nothing personal. Because I think that if the CEO tell me, right, okay, Jackie, I think that's a good idea. Let's go for it. So just go and talk to my people. You will be so surprised how easy it is. You come and you talk to the person that the CEO says is already okay. He just wants to know the detail. Everything roll up so fast for you, right? You don't even need to know who actually is the procurement department. You don't need to know what's the user. You don't need to know everything. Just go to the top and go the top down from that one, okay? And then if the top down would be so hard for you, if you have to go from the bottom up, make sure that bottom up person is a champion for you. Meaning that they have to understand what you offer most, okay? This one, I want you to spend a lot of your time thinking on that. We do not have much time in here today because I really want to share with you a lot of experience example. But anytime later on, I will share at the end, I will share a Talkadot survey. In the survey, there's a link that you can connect with me afterward. I'd be happy to spend like 30 minutes with you complimentary to answer any question you have on today's framework or anything applicable to your environment. But for this particular speech, I would like to give you as soon as possible the framework on that. Okay? And so that you know that when you know the access, the qualification, the NFL, then you can close the sale very quickly. Why? Because if they told you they want 100 widgets to be delivery in 1 month, and you can do just that, then pricing is not a problem, right? But if you don't know they want 100 widgets, you think they want 20 widgets, and then you think they can deliver it in 3 months instead of 1 month, now the negotiation is off. And the worst is you don't even know who is the decision maker. They just play you along the journey. Don't do that. If you talk with them, and the step of the access, the qualification of NFL not work, don't go any further, especially for the short-term revenue. If they don't tell you the truth, if they don't tell you what is their need, at what time plan, whether or not they have the budget for it, and whether or not that actually the decision make it, they probably already have someone in their mind for that. You are just some of the reason that for diversity reason they get the call, but you may never get the reward. Okay, just be aware of that. And then I told you that because my journey working at human resources from Stanford University and also working with sales with many Fortune 500 companies, I saw the dark side, the other side of getting proposal. So don't fall into that trap. If you use the FAQ formula, you'll be able to event all that. So one, that you know what is that need, whether or not they have the money, they have the right decision maker, then you can close the sale easily. Create a proposal based exactly what they want. If they want 100 budget, don't try to sell them 101. Please just go for 100. Okay? If they say that they want it to deliver in 1 month, you can do it. Don't try to tell them like it have to be 1.5 months because you need like a 2 more weeks for your team. Do exactly at what they want. And then you'll be able to close the sale quickly. Right? If somehow that you will still not be able to close the sale because of whatever reason, you circle back. You go through back for the FAQ. You go through for the back that access their qualification. Because if they told you they are the decision maker, right? If they told you they have the budget, if they told you this is the need at the time frame, they would not lie to their own word. They would honor it. That's human nature. We honor what we say. And if they, for whatever reason, they tell you, but it's not true, you repeat back and they have to honor it. That, in a sense, is a very sweet way for you to close the deal because people have to honor their word. It's very important. And with that, then we will going through the conclusion. What I want you to remember for all of this, very important. Just because they are friendly does not mean they are qualified. Okay? The more friendly they are, the more you need to ask yourself why. Do they already have somebody in the back? They just want to talk to you so they can get it and then just do the diversity thing and then choose somebody else. Right? Think on that one. The second thing is the wrong process may look very busy, urgent, and interested, but they're still not ready. Don't handle someone not ready for your hard work. The last one is the fastest way to say yes is to stop chasing the wrong maybe. There are so many customers in this world. I know from time to time it seems to be very hard, just like in any business, right? It's very hard to be able to close the sale. Sometimes we see that people are so challenging. But trust me, I have been in sales for more than 10, 20 years. I wish I know this sooner. For now, when I know how to close sale for myself, I don't ever follow up with anyone. I am not interested. Because think about it, right? If we offer is so important, they need what we have in order to achieve their goal. If it is the right match, the budget, it meets their budget, and they are the right decision, why should we have to follow up with them? Right? And in the world of negotiation, I would like you to be very confident in your own self, meaning when the time comes for decision, you just literally sit over there and say nothing. Right? When I finish with them for the NFM style, right? When I'm done with that one, and then the time to negotiate, they need to think, I will sit over there until the cow go home. And if they don't say first, I am not saying a word. The first person say something in the negotiation will be the one that lost the deal. Experience. So when you offer one that you already qualify them, right? The FAQ step you go through, you find the right person to fit. You access their qualification, right? They have the right need. They have the right fund. They are the right decision maker. You offer exactly at what they want, at the price point they want. Then now, please enjoy the moment. Be quiet. Because quiet is golden. It shows that you're confident within your own self. Because you know without you, they will not be able to get what they want. Okay? So that is the best part. And so that would be concluded from what I say. A yes is rarely go to the person, follow up the boss. Don't believe in that concept. It is usually go to the person who cares the most and get the clarity the soonest. And so every tactic that we cover today is coming to this truth. The sooner you create the trust, the clarity, the sooner you get the right client, the yes. Save your time, enjoy the journey. And so with that, I would like just quickly summarize FAQ formula. On that one, I will put everything of this on the PowerPoint, you can access it. For now, I would appreciate very much if you would be so kind and share with me the talk about, share with me what resonates with you today, what more you would like to learn in the future. So if I ever get a chance and have a moment to come back, I will include what you want and build an other presentation match for you. And in this particular one, usually take about 2 to 3 minutes, only the feedback. Please share with me if you have any question in today that you would like to ask, or if you would like to ask any question on how you be able to grow your business faster. Go and check with me. For me, because my business is growing so fast now, I already eliminate one-on-one coaching. I no longer do one-on-one coaching. I usually go and give speeches, and usually the platform I usually go is about like 3,000 to 150,000 audience. So I don't do one-on-one, but I always remember when I first come to this country, I barely spoke English. We were so poor. I have no network, no money. It took a village to help me. I don't get here by myself. And because of that, I want to share with you. I'd like to pay forward. And I hope that with the conversation today and the formula today, it will help you to jump faster in your sales journey. So you can have more time to take care of yourself, be with your loved one, and enjoy life. So finish that one and share with me your thought. I will answer any question that you have. Okay? Good. All right. I really do appreciate your time in here.
Awesome. Thank you, Jackie. What a wonderful session. Boy, what a rich day, you guys. We just covered so much ground. And what a pithy framework that she offered us. You know, just real simple, rule of threes, fantastic content. Thank you, Jackie. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. And one thing, do me a favor. I would love to take picture of all of you, just in case my first AI doesn't work. I love this audience with my president. All right. He is my favorite president of all time from National Speaker Association. Come over here.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you. Wow. Oh, everybody.
Just in case AI doesn't work.
All good. Okay.
Thank you. Just in case AI doesn't work, we have another one.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone. Really appreciate it.